Hey guys, it's Steph from the Hot Moon Podcast, and oh yeah, it's time to talk about me, actually. Because I was one of the biggest supporters of Paul George, or at least happy for Paul George to get his money and leave L.A. right and go to the 76ers. Okay, and I was like, okay, look, Paul George had a really good season last year. And look, the Clippers didn't want to pay him. Um, and I was like, yeah, get your money, leave Kawhi's load management ass behind and go on the greater pastures and play with Joel Embiid as long as he's healthy and a young Tyrese thriving Maxey, right? And I was wrong. And I just want to go. This is a vid that I made, right? This is a vid that I made back in this is 8 months ago. I made this vid 8 months ago, right? 8 months ago, specifically July 1st, right? Now look how far we've come. You know what I'm saying? And I want to play some of the clips or just some of the sound of me commentating on this like a complete fool. Right. Thank God I didn't bet any money on the 76ers, man. But this is what a degenerate NBA fan is like. And I can make fun of myself as boy, I should be cooked for this.
Fine. Home if he needs to fairly quickly. And for him, this move means he's really trying to win a championship, right? I mean, look, he thought that he was going to be able to.
I'm sorry. This move, I thought he was really going to win a championship, right? Right? No. I was wrong about that.
Do that in LA, and that just no, right? So he goes from one hurting or injury-prone superstar to another in Joel Embiid, but I mean, Joel Embiid's a soldier, right? Joel Embiid tries to play games, right? Joel Embiid does not try to take games off.
And this was before the comments, guys, of when Joel Embiid was like, I can never see myself ever playing back to back. Okay, so because I remember right before the season started, Joel was talking about that, right? So I was under the mindset that Joel Embiid, especially him coming off the Olympics, right? I was like, okay, this could work.
Okay, so you just hope that for a season or two, maybe at least, maybe just for this upcoming season, Joel Embiid could put it together. But like I've said before on this particular subject matter, Paul George joining the Sixers makes him an instant top 2 title contender. I don't care what the Knicks have done. I don't care what the
Oh God, what was I smoking? Oh my God, what was I smoking? Top 2 title contender. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. Man. Top 2 title contender at least coming out of the East, right? And I know the Knicks were like doing really good with their trades and stuff like that. And the Knicks, even though Brunson went down, are faring much better than the 76ers. Boy, what was I on? Wow.
The Celtics have done and winning the championship, good for them. But this changes things a lot, changes the dynamics in the Eastern Conference. Eastern Conference is a lot tougher. So yeah, biggest thing for the team is going to be health, and particularly in Joel Embiid. But I mean, what?
Yeah, and the healthy Sixers, yes, the Eastern Conference was going to be a lot tougher, right? I expected the 76ers, at the time of making this vid, to be a top 4 seeded team, right? So, the Eastern Conference, I'm not saying is weak, but compared to the West, yes, it is a little weaker. You know what I'm saying? But it's the NBA. You know what I'm saying? Anything can happen on a given night and whatnot, and teams can make adjustments. And this is not knowing how well the Cavaliers are going to be playing, right? Now they've been added into the wrench, right? Nobody really knew how good the Knicks were going to be added into the wrench. You know what I'm saying? So, like, yeah, I mean, this was definitely going to make things very interesting and kaput.
This is a good big three. This is a great big three. If all things are clicking. And yeah, Daryl Morey is able to convince, and the Sixers organization able to convince Paul George. I mean, not much convincing. They have the money. They have a talented roster.
I mean, that part wasn't hard to sell, right? Having the money, okay, fine. Like Daryl Morey, like what's it to sell? What's it to sell to Paul George that hey, we have a boatload of cash, coming to Philly and play, right? I mean that was easy to sell. There was real no at the time of me making this video. There was really no like what major incentive outside of cash, right? I mean, and then if on top of that, if Joel is healthy and obviously Maxey, but it's like, I mean, it didn't take much to convince. Clippers said no to the money, and Philly said yes. You know what I'm saying? Easy choice for Paul George, but here we are.
Obviously with Maxey and Joel Embiid. Okay. I find it funny how, this was just the same team that James Harden was on. They basically swapped teams, it seems like, man. So for the Clippers, Kawhi Leonard, I mean, he's in Costa Rica celebrating his birthday, looking like he's working, but he gets to leave that behind. So he no longer has to deal with failed promises and hopes in LA, man. It seems like this LA Clippers franchise is cursed. They're going to be relying heavily on James Harden.
And I was very, 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 very wrong about that. To my credit, though, I've made videos praising the Clippers and stuff like that. I have. Okay, I've ate my words. I've backtracked. And again, I gave credit to Ty Lue and James Harden and the whole staff. Yes, I have. Okay, so, but but at the time, come on now, I mean, I'm not gonna cut myself some slack, because right, it's so funny going back and looking at how stupid I sound now. You know what I'm saying? But like, it was foolish on my part. Very foolish on my part because, I underestimated Ty Lue. I didn't know how James Harden would fare his second year in LA. Okay, Paul George leaving. You don't know the health of Kawhi Leonard. Okay, I didn't factor in Norman Powell having a great leap that he's been having and Zubac playing well. So there was a lot of things that I was just, at my estimations were way, way off. Way off. And it's like you could flip the dynamic. Clippers having a great season. Sixers are a lottery team. Crazy.
Harden and Kawhi Leonard and Porter Jr., who they recently signed. So good luck with that. If Kawhi Leonard is miraculously able to stay healthy all next season and to the postseason, awesome. But I mean, it seemed like Kawhi don't care. He probably heard about this trade. We're like, oh, Paul left, cool, okay, yeah. Because Paul George, he knows what's up with Kawhi Leonard, right? And it was like, it was like sad news to the Clippers. Like, yeah, Paul told us that he's gonna sign with another team. Yeah. Oh man. So short vid, man. So I'm sure this is gonna be a lot of people's talking points tomorrow, man. NBA free agency does.
Yeah, so that's pretty much it. On me, clown on me, right? Clown on me for having so much faith in Paul George, right? I had no idea that this would take place, right? Major L on my part. Major L on my part. You know what I'm saying? I mean, look, Paul George coming there, I was like, okay. I was like, oh, this could work. This could be something. This is a nice little big three. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is good. Out the gate, he hyperextends his knee. Joel Embiid, hobbling around, doesn't start the season, in and out, lineup. Tyrese Maxey is trying to play. Then eventually they start putting him in and out of the lineup and stuff like that. And then now they're trying to, bench all these guys, trying to tank and stuff like that. And everybody's questioning Daryl Morey, all that, whatever, right? It's just disastrous, right? Disastrous. And like I said, you could flip this, and the Clippers are the one having the great season, right? So, major L on my part on this clown take. Now, you know what I'm saying? Like, I can't speak for other people. I only can speak for myself, because when I give my opinions, it's not based on other people's. It's just based on just how I see the game and the movement in the NBA and stuff like that. So I own this entire shitty commentary. Fast forward today. So yeah. Charlamagne had Donkey today. You know when Charlamagne does Donkey today? I don't know if he still does it. Like the Breakfast Club. Like, that's me. You know what I'm saying? That's me. I'm laughing at myself because of how foolish I sound, having so much faith in Paul George and putting stock in his Sixers team when they really shouldn't have been done in the first place, though. But anyways, guys, y'all know what y'all think about all this, man. Thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe. I'm out.